What is up, e-bikers? Today we have another 48-volt e-bike. They claim it can reach a top speed of 28 miles an hour and that it has peak power up to 1500 watts. And they also boast about a 65-mile range. Really? So 48 volts, 28 miles an hour, 1500 peak watts, and 65 miles of range? Let's see about that. And the list price as of today is $4.99 on Amazon. It's called the QLife Hunter. Here it is in all its glory, and we're gonna check it out to see whether or not it's worth the money. It comes in a few different colors. I'll put them on the screen, and it actually comes mostly assembled. You just have to pop on the handlebars, the front wheel, front fender, and front light, throw on the seat and the pedals, and Bob's your uncle. Let's see how fast we can go. Now let's see how fast we can go. 27. All right. 27, but maybe we'll get it to go 28 outside. All right, so first thoughts, it's a very lightweight bike. I think it's only around 60 pounds, so it's very zippy. I think the power to weight ratio is pretty darn dialed in. That's nice. All right, let's see how the bike does on this little bike path here. It's a little bumpy bike path, and this bike is a hardtail. You might want to get yourself a suspension seat post. Oh, it locks you into, okay, you got to be a little careful with that. It locks you into cruise control, which is kind of nice, actually. You don't even have to set it. It's just kind of like, hey, let's go. I love the cruise control feature. I didn't know it had that, actually. On level 5, we are 28 miles an hour, 29. I saw 29. Wow. So on full battery charge, I'm going 31 miles an hour. Very nice. So I am 6'3", 245, and someone my height and weight can go 31 miles an hour on the QLife Hunter. Granted, it was flat ground, but that is actually very impressive. I like it. Now I'll check my GPS later and see exactly what I got. It might be closer to, I would say 29 miles an hour maybe. All right, here is a real world hill climb. This is probably a 25% hill. So we are on PAS 5, full throttle, and I'm pedaling. We're going about 9 miles an hour. We're reaching the top. 10 miles an hour, 11, 12, yeah. So it took the hill at about 9 miles an hour.
Palm trees lean, sideways breeze, something in the air got a hold on me. Storefront lights flicker slow. Everybody's got somewhere they gotta go. Hey, leave it all behind. Hey, just for the night. Ride with me, ride with me. Windows down, feeling free. No plans, no guarantees. Just ride with me, ride with me. Across the streets, radio goes, sing along, nobody knows where we're from.
You asked, we delivered. Now we have memberships. You can join Wander Wiseley and be a part of our adventure. You can be a weekender, a boondocker, or a wanderer. Each level has different benefits, some of which are seeing our videos early, getting merchandise, or just following along for the adventure. So join, and don't forget to get your Spreco merchandise at the Spreco shop. Show your pride, represent your vehicle, and support Wander Wiseley. We love you.
All right, guys, just got back from a ride. We went about 5 miles on the old QLife Hunter, and I've got some thoughts. It has 5 pedal assist settings, which most e-bikes do. Some have 6, some have 7, but most of them have 5, like the QLife. I like to put it on pedal assist 5, use the throttle, and just go. Pedals, I don't do a lot of pedals. But if you like to pedal, if you like to use the pedal assist levels, you know, my wife, sometimes she puts it on pedal assist level 2 or 3, and she pedals her butt off, and she loves it. It's exercise. Remember when bikes were exercise? Acceleration was great. It's very zippy because it's very light. So the power to weight ratio, it's dialed in. Top speed, I got it up to 31 miles an hour, and my GPS actually showed 28 on the dot. So you can get this up to 28. And that was with me, I'm a big guy. It was on a flat surface, but I did get it up to the 28 miles an hour that they boasted about. The brakes were a little spongy at first, but once I worked them in, they were a little better, not great. The rotors could be a little bit bigger, but it's a smaller, lighter bike, so I see why they went with the smaller brake rotors, and I think it's fine for this bike. Based on the battery that I had left after 5 miles, I think my range would be about 22 to 25 miles, but I was heavy on the throttle. In optimum conditions, it may get 65 miles for the range. As far as the Shimano shifter, I don't use shifters too much on my e-bike. I usually just put it in the highest setting and go with it and leave it there, you know, because I don't pedal a lot, but when I need to, the e-bikes that I have that do have the Shimano shifters on it, I do appreciate, because we've all run out of battery before. And when you're pedaling one of these heavy bikes, you want to have some gears. You can put about 120 pounds on this rear rack, and in my opinion, that's a lot. Who's putting 120 pounds back here? Probably not a lot of people, but you could. It does take about 6 or 7 hours to fully charge your battery. And it takes that long because the charger is only a 2-amp charger, which is pretty standard. Not sure if I mentioned it, but front and rear brakes are both disc brakes. The hydraulic suspension front fork was decent. It did its job. It's an off-brand, but I would rather have front suspension than not. So it is nice that it's included for the price of this bike. All in all, I'm actually pretty impressed that a bike for $499 on Amazon has the features that this has. They did a great job with this bike. And the fact that it's foldable, I mean, it's so portable. I mean, I have an RV, so I can just put this on my bike rack or put it in the rear garage of the RV and take it camping with me. Heck, I could even fit it in my Subaru. I just fold it up and put it in the back. Let me show you how it folds. So the handlebars fold down, like so. And then there's a lever right here on this side, which opens up the bike. And if you put this hand on this bar, it helps you get some more leverage. Fold it in half, put it in your car, go somewhere and have some fun. Snaps back together. Bam, handlebars come up. Good to go. I would definitely recommend the QLife Hunter for someone who is just getting into e-bikes. It's a great entry-level bike. I mean, the price point can't be beat. $499 on Amazon, geez. I think I paid more than twice that for my first e-bike. And the features that it has are a great value. By the way, QLife considers this battery high capacity at 648 watt hours. Okay, QLife. And thanks to QLife for sponsoring this video. I can't wait to try some more of your bikes. I'll see you guys down the road.
She's hotter than California in July. Bum bum bada bum 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 bada bum. Bum bum bada bum 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 bada bum. White shades, cherry coat, laughing at a private joke, hair blowing out the passenger side, got the whole town hypnotized. Flip-flops on the dashboard light, golden hour every night. She don't try, she don't know, makes the temperature rise slow. Ooh, ooh, there she goes again. Ooh, ooh, messing with my head. She's hotter than California in July. Everybody turns around when she walks by.